Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for June 16th through the 30th. Today, we'll be taking a look at your energies, the energies connected to you, whether that be a person or a situation, and how those energies are dancing and mingling in the middle. We'll close it off with an oracle card for the Tauran collective. Keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates. If you're interested in a personal reading, I will have links in the description below. You can also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node readings for additional context. And if you're interested in connecting on social media, I would love to see you there. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, Taurus, let's get into this. Your energy has been coming up. So I think I failed to mention that we're going to start with an overall energy from the Whispers of Aloha Oracle today. Definitely, there's a bit of fuzziness in your energy, and we're going to probably find out what that's about. Nice, Taurus. You're kicking us off with the spirit of Aloha. Live with unity, giving and receiving love. The spirit of Aloha. I love that because it is really an encapsulation of what the Hawaiian Islands and that vibe is all about. Especially if you've traveled there, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay, Taurus. Let's go deeper into the reading and find out what is going on with you. And I'm just using the traditional Rider-Waite images designed by Pamela Coleman Smith. So sometimes we call it the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot to make sure we honor her and her artistry. All right, Taurus. Well, you've got some things going on here. So let's get into it. On your side, Taurus, you get the High Priestess, the Six of Wands, and the Emperor. So there's definitely a feeling here of you balancing your positive and negative charge. So when we think about the energies of the masculine and the feminine, and we think about working with those energies, however it is we work with them, there is a desire to bring those into balance within oneself, to have those balanced out. And it looks like that's what you're focused on, particularly maybe on the masculine aspects. You seem to be having a very active and successful time doing this. So this might be an opportunity if you are a feminine Taurus, where you're really taking a look at what kind of men are in your life, what kind of men are you attracting, how is your relationship to the masculine energies? How is your relationship to the father figure? These may be some of the things that are going on with you right now. And whether you're in a relationship or not, and you're single, you can still explore these energies because you will see the tendencies operating in your life. So for the masculine tendencies, these are going to be the more active kinds of energies, the ways you're taking action in the world. And the feminine is going to be more of the receiving side of things. Now, if you're a masculine Taurus, you're probably looking at, how am I showing up as the masculine? Am I in a balanced state? Am I attracting in the right kind of feminine, or the feminine that I desire? And if not, how do I look at my relationship with women, my relationship with my mother, my exes, this kind of thing that you might be thinking about. So definitely some energies going on here. I feel like regardless of whether you're masculine or feminine, you are feeling quite good about moving through these energies. For the person connected to you, they get the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, and the Devil. So this is pretty interesting because they The work that I see you doing is very internal to you. For this person, it seems like they might be bypassing that a little, and I won't even say necessarily they're doing work. They do have the Devil card coming in here. They have desire to have that happy ever after loving romantic feeling. This person is probably quite charming and a bit of a romantic. They are showing up, but they do have, with the Ten of Cups and the Lovers, that's beautiful energy. But with the Devil coming in here, this tells me that they may be having some control issues to do with the way they're showing up, or the way the masculine or feminine has shown up for them. There could be some outstanding issues with partners from their past that have not been yet resolved. Right now, their energy feels much more like a projection. Like you're very internal, and I sense their energy is very externally projecting right now. So I'm not getting the sense that they're in the depth of the work. I think what they're presenting on paper might look good, but there's deeper work that needs doing, and we will be clarifying on all of this. The energies, as they mingle and dance in the middle, we have the Judgment card and the Empress. And I'm not surprised. I feel like with you having the Emperor on your side, it's only natural that the Empress might be sought out as a balance point in these connecting energies. With the Judgment card, however, that is a card that points us toward karmic relationships and situations. So that I feel is energy that might be initiated into the connection by this other person who is projecting. And there's kind of a let's come to the truth of things invitation for them. So, all right, let's go a little deeper here, because these are quite big energies and quite big relationship energies here, Taurus. And quite different approaches. Let's clarify this High Priestess. For the High Priestess, you get, Taurus, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. This has been, as it applies to romance and relationships in your life as a whole, this has been a place where all of your triggers and all of your portals for healing have been activated. I see endings in the past. I see it being quite hard for you to walk away sometimes. I see you closing off. Taurans can sometimes get in that space of closing off. And maybe that was your attempt at, doing the healing, but this is a major life lesson for you, Taurus, is to learn how to balance the positive and negative charge within you, express yourself in your divine masculinity, or express yourself in your divine femininity. And I would not be surprised if somewhere, for those of you listening, in your astrology chart, I would have a look at Venus. Okay, now normally in my readings, I don't say check out your Venus placement sign reading. But in this particular case, I would recommend that. Find out where Venus is placed, both the sign and the house, and have a look there, because I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of these challenges. And some of these challenges, remember, the flip side of looking at these is looking at them as growth opportunities. And I feel like this lifetime has been quite loaded for you in this area. Let's look at this Six of Wands here. You got the Six of Wands, to clarify the Six of Wands, the Devil, and the Temperance card. This gives me a feeling of like, you know, you feeling like here you are, you're doing this internal work on yourself. You feel quite successful. You're moving forward. And then the bigger test comes in, right? And then the issues of your safety comes into play. Maybe you meet a new person and you're trying to establish whether or not you feel safe in this person's presence. And so what happens is the energies within you that you're desperately trying to balance, you start to have like this, your energy starts to have this shaky feeling. Your greater being is showing it to me like, you know, those, it's like those fun houses at like the carnivals or whatever, and the floor like moves and you can't, you can't, I mean, you have to try to balance consistently. It feels like that. And it feels like some of your own wounding and tendencies and your fear of that happening again sometimes get in the way of you seeing the progress that you have made with balancing your energies out. And I think you're working really hard with this Temperance card, to temper that, to really catch yourself when you feel like your nervous system is out of balance. And this could especially be showing up in your body somehow. For some of you, I pick up that it shows up pretty quickly as like a digestive imbalance. So I'm sensing like, having trouble with bowel movements, either too much or too little. Inflammation, bloatedness. So inflammation to the degree of recognizable bloatedness. So that would be for some of you when this imbalance is coming up. So that would be the time where you want to make sure you're putting really good things in your body that support digestion. And for you, as you're working through these energies, see it all overlaps, right? The physical, the spiritual, the emotional, the energetical, the psychological, all of it is overlapping. So when you're feeling that imbalance come on, especially, it seems like it happens after you go through this period where you make really good progress and you're feeling really good. And then all of a sudden, you have one of these kind of, it almost feels like an attack, but I see it more as like a test from the universe, because it's like in a video game where you kind of fight the creatures that aren't that hard to fight and you can kill them kind of easily. And then you come up against the big boss and you keep coming up, like you get to a point where you're getting through the level and then you come up against this big boss and it throws you off a bit. And think of the big boss like, your life lessons that you're learning. Let's look at this Emperor here. The King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, I like this. I love the King of Pentacles showing up, Taurus. I think that's telling me this is your masculine energy, because Pentacles are of the earth. You're an earth sign. The Six of Cups are really beautiful, innocent offers of love, just giving love because that's in your nature to do. And we have the Ace of Swords here, which shows me that you're probably being a bit more picky with who you show love to and how you show love and how you express it, in the sense that you are determined to make sure that the relationship is reciprocal. Okay. And there's a lot of determination here on that. Be sure that in those moments where maybe you feel out of balance, that's not the time to make a big decision about the relationship. Get yourself balanced first, because I see you getting a lot of clarity when you're in balance and able to express yourself very naturally. Let's look at this person's side. The Ten of Cups is clarified for them by the Five of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Fool. See, this person, they have, what I can see is they have a beautiful heart, but they have a hard time keeping their cup full. They're a bit impulsive with some of their actions. You may have noticed this in their behavior. They may be the kind of energy that would at times kind of go in the direction of love bombing a little bit. But this is, unfortunately, this is coming from a place of their wounding, and part of their survival tactics looks to me like from childhood. So, you know, somewhere in there are some really pure intentions, but they're having a hard time keeping their own cup full. So they can't really bring to you this beautiful happily ever after if they can't keep their own emotional cup full. And there's also a little bit of debris in there that needs to be sorted out with that Five of Swords. There's conflict within this person. Now for the lovers, they get the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Queen of Wands. This person, despite having an inkling in their intuition that kind of jumps up at the beginning of a new relationship or a new cycle in a relationship, despite having the Page of Pentacles popping up and learning and taking it slow and being a little more strategic and making sure that, you know, things are in order properly before moving forward, this person just tends to move forward, okay? Regardless. And, you know, this may be part of their personality. This may be part of their learning style. But this is somebody who can get into relationships really fast and really hard. Like they fall fast and hard. And there's aspects of them that they're not looking at that need some attention in order for them to sustain a longer term situation, especially with someone who's doing the internal work. So do keep this in mind. Let's look at this Devil energy here. The King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, there it is again, you know. They really do have a beautiful heart. They really don't know how to protect their heart. They don't know how to fill their own cup. They would like everyone to believe that they do, but this person is operating on fumes when it comes to their emotional world. And they're actually quite conflicted within themselves about maybe even how to go about this. So I feel like right now they're not doing anything about it. They're externalizing everything in the hopes that it'll play out okay. All right. So that's what I'm seeing there. Now let's look at this Judgment card between the two of you's energies here. Yeah, you're bringing in on your side to clarify the Judgment card is the Two of Cups, which, you know, partnership. Hey, a equal give and take, a partnership. Let's come together. The masculine and feminine reunited. And they're bringing in the Five of Cups. And that tells me that the Judgment card energies in between the two of you, which is the karmic patterns, which you want to be watching for, is because they have this work they still need to do emotionally. They're quite sad, but they're not showing that they're sad. They're not revealing. And even if it's not to you, they're not revealing it to anyone. They're not seeking support. They're not really taking the proper reflection time to be with themselves in these emotions and allowing these emotions to process. And so the clock is kind of frozen here. I feel like this is one of those hurdles to overcome in the relationship. And remember, the overall energy is the spirit of Aloha. Live with unity, giving and receiving love, right? This person is acting like they're giving love, but there's an emptiness here to be aware of. Let's look at this Empress energy. Yeah, on your side, you bring in the Lovers. Again, partnership. equal give and take, a nice balance that I'm seeing here. I know they're interested in that too. I know that they see you as they see you very elevated in their mind. And they kind of are in this, with the Nine of Cups coming in from their side, they're kind of in this, they're an accomplished person, but they're kind of in this dreamy aspect when it comes to love. They kind of go into a not so present space when it comes to love. So it doesn't feel as grounded in. So when I say the clock is frozen here, what I mean is the energies are still moving, but it feels like the natural progression of your relationship with this person, it's not exactly where you want it to be, because this person is kind of frozen with these energies. Taurus, let's get you a card from the Earth Warriors Oracle here to close off the reading. You got the beautiful Pachamama card, she with the Andean emerald heart. Pachamama, the goddess of the earth honored by the indigenous people of the Andes, holds space for many different creatures to live within her field, including the crazy, beautiful, dangerous, and divine humanity. She knows that life thrives through diversity. She is able to foster life with such genius and generosity because there is no fear of preventing her from holding space for the new to emerge. Be open to the new and the different in yourself and your life. Trust, like the Earth Mother, as an act of devotion. She is watching over you as you evolve to manifest the fullness of your sacred and original life purpose. So Taurus, I love this Pachamama energy coming in for you here. I think the groundedness in your nature and in your energies is really helping here. Again, I'm extremely interested about your Venus placements in all this, since this appears to be a reading on partnership and love and where the two of you are at. Now, of course, these energies can change. I see your desire, but if we're looking realistically at the person involved here, they have some things to show up for themselves here. So this will be up to you how you move forward in this. You are an earth sign, so sometimes patience does pay off, but that's going to be up to you. And, you know, part of the earthly energies and interacting with others in relationships as humans is going to be having the proper boundaries. And that might be something important for you to look at with this person. I see a lot of love here. It's just that your work is very internal and theirs is very projected and external at this time. Okay, Taurus, interesting reading. Thank you so much for joining, and I can't wait to see you next time.